In the last video, we talked about why people often ignore what they already have, and one painful reason keeps showing up again and again. Many people lose respect for you when they realize you don't respect yourself. Not intentionally, not consciously, but through small behaviors repeated every day. Because respect is not created only by looks, success, or status. A huge part of respect comes from energy, from boundaries, from the way you allow people to treat you. And today, we're going to talk about one behavior that quietly destroys respect faster than most people realize. People-pleasing, especially the kind that comes from fear of rejection. At first, people-pleasing can look like kindness. You say yes to everything, avoid conflict, over-explain yourself, apologize too much, and constantly try to make everyone comfortable. You think, if I'm good enough, people will appreciate me. But over time, something strange happens. The more you ignore your own needs to please others, the less people respect your boundaries. Because humans naturally pay attention to how you treat yourself. If you constantly sacrifice your time, peace, energy, and self-respect, people unconsciously learn this person will tolerate almost anything. And once people believe there are no consequences for disrespect, respect slowly disappears. One of the clearest signs of low self-respect is constant over-explaining. For example, explaining every decision, defending every boundary, justifying every emotion, or needing everyone to approve of your choices. Emotionally confident people don't feel the need to convince everyone constantly. They communicate clearly, calmly, and they accept that not everyone will agree with them. But people-pleasers fear disapproval, so they keep explaining themselves, hoping to avoid rejection. And ironically, that energy often makes people trust you less because confidence feels calm, desperation feels loud. The more desperately someone tries to be liked, the less emotionally valuable they often appear. Not because they're bad people, but because fear changes their energy completely. If you've ever struggled with saying yes when you really wanted to say no, comment, working on boundaries. Because learning self-respect changes every relationship in your life. And in the next video, we're going to talk about a silent habit that makes people emotionally pull away without telling you directly, almost. Everyone does it sometimes, without realizing the damage it causes. Here's something difficult but important. People often respect those who respect themselves first, not people who constantly chase approval. When someone becomes too focused on being liked, they slowly stop being authentic. They change opinions, behavior, personality, boundaries, just to avoid losing people. But authenticity creates respect. Fake harmony destroys it. Because emotionally healthy people trust those who are honest about their needs, standards, limits, and feelings. Not people who shape-shift emotionally to keep everyone happy, and over time. People-pleasing creates hidden resentment too. You start feeling exhausted because you give too much, tolerate too much, and receive too little in return. That imbalance slowly damages your emotional health. The moment you begin respecting yourself, your relationships start changing. Not because you become cold, but because your energy becomes healthier. You stop begging for attention, over-explaining, chasing approval, and tolerating disrespect just to avoid loneliness. You realize something powerful. Being disliked for being honest is healthier than being accepted for abandoning yourself. And strangely, people often respect you more when they realize you have standards, boundaries, emotional stability, and the ability to walk away from unhealthy treatment. Because self-respect teaches others how to treat you. So ask yourself honestly, where in your life are you abandoning yourself just to keep other people comfortable? Comment, choosing myself if you're learning to stop people-pleasing and start protecting your peace. And if this video spoke to you, subscribe for the next one. Because next time, we're talking about the silent habit that makes people lose emotional attraction. It's subtle. Most people think it's harmless. But over time, it quietly changes the way people feel around you. And once you notice it, you'll never ignore it again. See you in the next video.